So I'm gonna be real honest with you, Ross. When you brought that thing out, I thought you killed a Ninja Turtle. I was about to be real mad at you. Because it looked like,
or it was an alien spacecraft.
No, it looked like Donatello was dead. Like, come on.
I'll show you the inside. If I would turn my case inside out, it's all green, and it looked like a turtle too.
See,
so
yes,
it does. We could make it. I could have done that for Halloween.
Oh man. And your name is Austin?
Yeah.
Dude, that song, like, that was born here, like, that's a pretty dope song, especially for it being on accident. And I can guarantee you it sounds way better than most of the accidents born in Pueblo, so just saying. I'm just saying. And that's not me making a joke at your expense, like, I'm serious, because the only instrument I can play is the radio. Like, I can sing sometimes, but, like, yeah, no, I can, like, pluck out chopsticks on the piano, that's about it. So I'm gonna be like working through some material, so this isn't gonna be like an actual comedy show, sorry. But how did, so this is the first time I've actually been out since COVID. Like out like performing and being on a stage and not being so clunky, right? Like, so like we were talking about it earlier and how like 2020, man, that, ooh. My husband and I, we got married in 2019. We were married for all of like 5 months before COVID happened, and then they shut everything down, and I'm like, ooh, we're about to find out if this marriage is really what it's supposed to be. We were still married, so that's good, right? But I think it's because my husband had a practice marriage first, so he was married to someone before, so like I tell people he's house trained, like he knows what to do, right? But I think that women, like as a whole, I know that like there's still like the gap in like how much we get paid versus everyone else, but when it comes to middle-age divorce, like we really have the upper hand. Like how old are you?
19.
Yeah, I can tell you still have light left in your eyes. Like once you hit 30, that is gone. Enjoy it while it lasts. I feel like we know the lethal amount of carbohydrates to feed you in a day to kill you, and we feed you just below that for the rest of your life. So what happens? You turn into a fat lump with a 401k and a life insurance policy. And if you don't take your meds, which guess what? We're the ones giving you those too. Guess what happens? You die. And then we get all your shit anyway. So it's fine. It's fine. So are you guys together? Oh, well, if you don't treat her right, she's probably going to feed you a very lethal amount of carbohydrates, or at least I would. You know, I say that, but like I just love true crime. And my husband has come to the realization of, oh, she bleeds and cleans it up once a month, and now she knows how to hide bodies. Fuck. I'm like, yep. Keep it up. Keep it up, buddy. But marriage, like I've learned that marriage is holding the pillow under their head, not over it while they're sleeping. Like, yeah. And my mom's like, oh, you're gonna want to strangle him, but you won't. And I'm like, why? Why? Oh, wait, because we got to pay the mortgage. That's why. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah. But we're in an interracial marriage, which is really, I thought, you know, in 2021, like it would be cool. No. On our honeymoon, we went on a cruise, and that was before I thought that through, because the last time people who look like me got on a boat, it did not work out in our favor. But, you know, we're on our honeymoon, and there's people of all shapes, size, colors, probably some aliens on there, like, you know, from Mars, it's fine, you know, whatever. And everybody who was like African American, like the younger couples, they would give my husband some dirty looks. And my husband looks like he could eat a baby. Like, so he is angry all the time, and they were putting him to shame. But like the older couples, they were like, oh, it's great. Don't go to bed angry. Like all this like great stuff. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. But like the young people were like, man, fuck you, took one of ours. And I'm like, bro, like chill, right? But I think the thing that's the worst about being married, and it's not necessarily bad, but there's all these people who've come out of the woodwork and they're like, I never got the chance to shoot my shot. Like, I've seen you play basketball. You weren't gonna make it anyway. You know, like, come on. But yeah, like, I don't know. My husband, who was also a cop, found out that I have the right to remain silent, but my melanated ass does not have the ability. So I talk back and I don't listen. And it's fine. Like, well, I mean, we're still married, so I'm assuming it's fine, but if he serves me divorce papers, we'll find out that it's not. But my husband did marry a hottie though, like, but not like Kim Kardashian hot. It's more like most days I wake up looking like a potato, so I'm more of a spud muffin, if you will. But yeah. But at least with COVID, like being married, I was telling them this, like, my ex finally got to social distance because he would follow me around, like drive by our house at night and all this like weird, crazy shit. And now he has to like go mind his own business, right? Which every village has the idiot, and Pueblo's idiot is actually my ex, which I'm sure all of you know that's saying something because he was not great. And he would always say like, oh, you know I'm black from the waist down, right? Oh my God. Dude, like that is nowhere near as glamorous as what you're making it sound. Like that just tells me that your dick don't work and your ass has bad credit. Like, come on. If you really want to impress me, like I'm serious, if you want to impress me, tell me you are Jewish from the waist down. That tells me that everything is kosher and your ass is good with money. When 2021, I feel like we need to know that. But, hold on, I didn't bring my joke book. I should have brought my joke book instead of my phone. My old eyes are really hard to like see this. I'm showing my age. Oh man, so like with COVID, like I feel like when I have kids and then grandkids, my grandkids are gonna talk about me the same way that I talk about my parents, like, oh, they were raised in the 60s, that's why they're like that. Oh, they lived through COVID, that's why they're crazy, that's why they hold on to everything, and that's why they have like 700 million things of toilet paper. They lived through COVID. Like, can you imagine telling our grandkids that? Like, when I was your age, we had to drag our ass across the grass because we didn't have enough toilet paper. Like, trying to explain to our grandchildren everything that happened in 2020, and they're on a tablet, and they can't focus for shit? Oh, yeah, that's gonna be fun. We got a couple more. I'll only, like, torch you guys just a little bit more, I promise. Oh, okay, yeah, so let's talk about, like, previous to, COVID, previously being married. Man, what is it with dick pics and y'all? Like, guys, like, I want to, like, have either of you, be honest, sent one?
No. In my entire life, yes.
Why? What made you think that it was a good idea? Did she ask?
I was young, dumb, and full of cum.
Okay, that's, okay. Good retort, because I don't understand it, especially, like, in, like, 2020, 2021, like, we're heading into, like, an even more, like, digital empire, and I feel like when there is a show called Catfish where they literally unmask people that don't match their picture, why would you send that? Like, and if you are, make sure if you look like Machine Gun Kelly here, that you don't look like Waka Flocka or Lil Wayne up there. Like, come on. And vice versa. Like, we can put that shit into Google. We know. But I don't know. I think the reason why they're so offensive, at least for me, is I'm 35. That means I was an adult when smartphones came out. So if you wanted to scan anything inappropriate and send it to somebody, you literally were risking your livelihood. You were at work, you waited till nobody was there, and then you ran into the office and you put your ass on the copy machine, you made a couple of copies and put it on Kyle's desk with a big old fuck you. Like, now it's just like, oh, hey, like this, boop, there you go. Like, no, there was no on Instagram. Like there is now, like, oh man. But it's kind of scary though, because like kids, they don't understand that just because shit disappears on Snapchat, it doesn't disappear on the router, and then they're sending shit to each other, and you're like, bro, no, stop it. We don't, no. But yeah, I'm kind of worried about that with kids. My husband wants a timeline for a baby, and I'm like, well, when a man loves a woman, 9 months later, they get to bounce the baby out, and then we listen to Baby Shark for 5 years. Like, that's all that happens there. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys one more, and then I'm done. Okay. Oh, I don't want. Oh, this is good for COVID. How many of y'all are conspiracy theorists? Okay, do you believe in the nanobots or the nanobites? Okay, so I have a friend who refuses to get the vaccine, which is cool, you know, that's whatever, your choice, right? And he's like, no, because the government's gonna inject us full of nanobites and nanobots and they're gonna take over. And I'm like, bro, you buy batteries at the Dollar Tree, the government does not fucking care about you, like, come on. But yeah, so, all right, I think I've tortured y'all enough. I've heard some laughs, not lots of them, but thank you for putting up with me while I was going through all this.
Yes.